Crypto noobs. I'm sitting on my deck enjoying the summer weather in late September. Wait, late September? Yeah, tomorrow's October 1st. And I'm thinking that about my journey with Bitcoin over the last 13 years. My brother and I got into Bitcoin 13 years ago last month in 2011. Been buying Bitcoin ever since. And I've been telling people to buy Bitcoin ever since. And people have made fun of me over the years. And even as when I met my wife, which was over a decade ago, I had some family that were like, "You buying Bitcoin? Why in the world would you buy Bitcoin?" I had owned Amazon stock and Dell stock and Microsoft and all these other, stocks in the 90s and did well on those. And when I saw the potential opportunity of Bitcoin, I was just like, I could not believe that the world was going to have an opportunity to buy something that was completely decentralized, meaning that the government couldn't put their fingers in it. There was a limited number of them, that it was going to be a store of value, that it was going to be all the wonderful things that Bitcoin has been over the years, and all of the things that were predicted came true, right? And I've been telling people to buy Bitcoin for years, and I've been making these videos. Some people buy Bitcoin, and I remember when J.P. Morgan and BlackRock and the rest of them were just completely trashing Bitcoin back in 2017, talking about it was a pet rock, it was scam, it was only for drug traffickers, and and in the interim they were buying Bitcoin. It's just amazing how shitty and deceitful people can be. But inevitably they'll pay for it somehow. I mean, maybe not in this lifetime, but there's going to be a price to pay for lying and screwing people over. But I was doing some research today, and I found out that 55% of the world's largest banks are involved in Bitcoin. 55%. And they're telling you that, well, we don't want to. They're not really agreeing that Bitcoin is going to be a store of value or as a commodity, but they're secretly buying Bitcoin. Matter of fact, BlackRock, what was it, 2 years ago, they published a paper to their employees, to their 87,000 employees, and they told them that you should invest at least 85% of your retirement into Bitcoin. This was 2 years ago, and they were telling us not to buy Bitcoin because it was a scam. Chime Bank is one of the largest Bitcoin holders in the world, and they have 38,000 ATMs around the world where you can buy Bitcoin. WireX is a UK bank. They offer crypto-friendly crypto assets. Ally Bank. Now, I have an account with Ally, but I didn't know this. You can actually use your Discover card to buy Bitcoin on the Ally Bank. Now, Ally is an all-online bank. I just found this out today because I do have the ability to buy crypto and credit. I'm almost inclined to do it. I wanted to take a mortgage on the home and actually buy more Bitcoin, but my wife said, "You know what? We own too many Bitcoin. You don't need any more Bitcoin. You can never have enough." Fedora Bank, WorldCore, Bank Era, USAA, which is a military bank. I have USAA. You can buy crypto through USAA. You can buy crypto through PayPal if you have a PayPal account. There's all different places. And I shouldn't say crypto. I mean Bitcoin, because I don't really own a lot of crypto. I own Bitcoin. I own Solana, a bunch of little tiny meme tokens. But other than that, I am mostly in Bitcoin. Revolut Bank. There's a bee. I got stung on the head the other day by a bee, and there's a hornet flying around me right now. It stung me right on top of my head. I was watching soccer. National Bank of Canada. Chase Bank has $200 million in ETFs. Morgan Stanley has $270 million in ETFs with BlackRock. These are all banks that told their people, don't buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin's bad. This is the first time in history that retail investors like you and me have been able to get into an investment before the investment banks, before the banks, before countries, before everyone else got in. We were the idiots who got in early, and now the banks are trying to keep everyone else out of. They want to try and get their share of the Bitcoin before anyone else does, right? So that's why I keep telling people, you better be buying Bitcoin. Right now, governments own about 520,000 Bitcoin, about 2%, 2.7% of all the supply in the world owned by banks. Public companies own 340,000 Bitcoin, and all the Bitcoin is controlled by private keys. Remember this, that when you put your money in the bank or you put your gold in a safety deposit box, you own it, but technically the bank could take your money anytime they want. Matter of fact, there's a big lawsuit with Chase right now with people who were scammed out of their money in their Chase bank accounts by either, people doing illegal phone calling, whatever, scamming them out of their money, and Chase refusing to refund these people's money, even though their money was insured. The bank can take your money, they can seize your bank accounts, they can take your gold, they can't take your Bitcoin, because if you have a cold storage wallet or even warm storage wallet, you own the private keys. That means that you have the only key to get access to your Bitcoin wallet. And as long as you hold that private key, you can take that key anywhere in the world, get on a computer anywhere in the world, install a cold storage wallet, put your seed phrase in, you have access to your money. You can't do that anywhere else in the world. A bank can shut you out of your account. In fact, I've been shut out of a bank account once or twice in the last 15 years. Matter of fact, back in 2009, the IRS did an audit of my accounts because they said I made more money than I had said I'd made in my trading account, $25,000 more. And what did they do? They shut down my E-Trade account and froze my bank account while I had to provide proof that I had done everything legally. It took me about 3 weeks to do it. They unlocked my accounts, and I called them to say, "Hey, the accounts are unlocked. I haven't gotten a letter from the IRS or anything." And their response was, "Oh yeah, sorry. We realized you were right. Sorry about that." Didn't even write me a letter. Didn't say anything. I just happened to try log in one day, and I was able to log in. So the government can shut your accounts down anytime they want, for any reason, and it's up to you to prove your innocence. I thought that was bullshit, but that's your IRS. Matter of fact, that's the same IRS, the IRS union, who is backing the Kamala Harris for president. In case you haven't heard about that, the one union that's backing Kamala Harris is the IRS union. Wow, says a lot about her candidacy. MicroStrategy owns more Bitcoin than any other publicly traded company in the world, and Michael Saylor said that he's going to continue buying Bitcoin forever. So he's not even worried about peaks and valleys. He's just saying, "I'm buying it. I don't care." Something to think about. You should be buying. If you're buying Bitcoin, don't worry about the price. Just keep buying it. I buy Bitcoin on using what I say. Listen to those geese getting ready to fly south for the winter. That's so cool. I use the Fold app, Fold. If you download the Fold app on your phone, they allow you to spin every day for what are called Saoshis, pieces of Bitcoin. And I've accumulated about $30 in Saoshis just by spinning a wheel every day, without even depositing any money into the account. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna post that in this video, and all you do is just click on the link, and you can go to Fold, and you can have a shot at winning up to 1 Bitcoin. Hey, you know what? Doesn't cost you anything. I've got some notes here about all the different countries that own Bitcoin, which I guess isn't really relevant. There are over probably 300 million people that own Bitcoin around the world. BNY Mellon was approved by the SEC to do options trading, or rather ETF, to manage their clients' accounts through ETFs, right? And they've got $2 trillion in assets they're managing. So basically, what this is going to do, this approval by the SEC is going to allow them to offer their customers ETFs through one of the ETFs. They can come to you and say, "Hey, you've got money with us. How would you like to put money into the IBIT ETF, the whatever ETF," and you'll be able to get into them. So that's kind of cool. On the 24th of September, the SEC approved IBIT to do options trading. So it's going to take a little while to do options trading, but this is really important. Options are going to provide massive liquidity to the market, and it's going to provide, make Bitcoin go up and down a lot more. And we love liquidity with people who do options trading. Why is options trading important? You know what? I'm going to make another video on options trading. I'm too tired to do this right now. My son wasn't feeling well last night, so I was up all night, and my eyes are so tired right now. I'm just like, what am I trying to do here? I'm going to come back and talk about options trading, so make sure you tune into the video if you're not familiar with it. But I'm going to show you a way that you can make a lot of money by holding Bitcoin without actually selling Bitcoin at the peaks or buying Bitcoin in the valleys. But for now, crypto noobs, Kamala Harris is still a moron. JD Vance is going to debate the Tampon Tim tomorrow on Tuesday. You guys got to tune in. I'm hoping it's a fair debate, but either way, JD Vance is going to absolutely destroy that scumball. But yeah, there you go. That's all you need to know about Bitcoin today. Crypto noobs, I'm out. I'm going to sleep. I'm tired.